Hey guys, this is Jerry with Right Shot Photography. Today I want to talk about a new lens that I picked up, the Canon EF 85mm f1.4L image stabilized lens, which I use with the Canon EOS R. So I got this lens about 2 weeks ago and did an unboxing at that time, so I'm going to show you that now. Got a new package today from B&H Photo. So we're gonna go open it up. New toy. Oh, look at that. 30. So this is the Canon 85mm f1.4 image stabilized lens, and I owned the f1.2 lens, the 85 f1.2, and when you get the shot, it's a beautiful shot. The problem is it's got a really slow autofocus system. And so even though I'm shooting with the EOS R, and this is an EF lens, I actually decided to go with the EF lens. For one, because I use the variable neutral density adapter. So I'll actually have an ND, built-in ND for all of my EF lenses. So, oh my gosh, this is a beast. That is an enormous lens. You see that? Check this out, Connor. Oh God, look at this. Can you see the light through that? Oh my gosh. Can you see how big those lens elements are? That.
Hold it up again? Wait, hold it up again?
Can you see right? Huh?
You can see it on here. From
awesome.
Here.
Oh man, this thing is gorgeous. So I'm doing a wedding tomorrow, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to report back real soon on the kind of results I can get with this. Man, that is a beast of a lens. The old f1.2 version of this lens was really slow focusing, and from everything I've read, this focuses super fast. So that's going to be an improvement. This is I believe this is the only image stabilized f1.4 85mm lens by any manufacturer. Normally with prime lenses, they don't add image stabilization, but this one has image stabilization. And this lens has been out for, I think, about 1.5 years, 2 years. And what I've heard is it's actually about the same length as the 35mm f1.4, which I also have. But this is significantly thicker. I mean, it's definitely a bigger, heavier lens. I think they said this is just over 2 pounds. So anyway, I'm hoping to get some awesome shots with this. Super shallow depth of field at f1.4, and it's sharp at that too. So can't wait to get out and get some shots. So Canon currently offers 4 85mm lenses, 2 EF lenses, and 2 RF lenses. So why did I pick the f1.4 lens over the others, and why do I think it's the best lens for me? So I'll be using this lens for both photography and videography. First, for photos. I do 2 main types of photography: wedding and event photography and portrait photography. f1.4 means that I will be able to shoot in low light at, for example, wedding receptions or nighttime events. And the 85mm focal length is considered by many to be like the perfect portrait focal length. And that wide f1.4 aperture means that I can get those blurred out backgrounds that are so desirable in portraits. And for video, The image stabilization means that I can shoot B-roll, handheld, and minimize camera shake. So I have a couple of video clips here of me shooting a scene with image stabilization turned off, and then the same scene handheld with image stabilization, and you can see how it really does minimize camera shake. Now, a couple of things that make this lens desirable for me include the fast and sure autofocus. Canon's dual pixel autofocus on the EOS R works really well with this lens, making it very fast focus. And it's also a modern L series Canon lens, so it has updated construction, including weather sealing. So with the modern lens design, the fast f1.4 aperture, and the image stabilization, you can get sharp photos and great video from this lens. So I would have to definitely give this a strong buy recommendation. I'll also leave links down below to the 85mm lens and other gear that I use. Those are Amazon links that won't cost you any extra. So got to shoot today with the 85mm f1.4 image stabilized lens, the new Canon lens. Got some video clips. Also, there were 3 or 4 couples that allowed me to take their portraits while I was walking around. So we'll take a look at those and see how they came out. Most of those shots, most of the images I shot at f1.4 or f1.6, which is not ideal for a portrait aperture with a couple, because one of them can be out of the focal plane. But figured I'd give it a try. You buy a f1.4 lens, you want to shoot at f1.4. So I tried to line them up pretty well, so we'll see how those came out. It's really a beautiful day here, very quiet. It takes a little getting used to talking to the camera in public. So I usually stop when there's people close by, but getting more used to it. So anyway, hope you like this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you want to see more like this, be sure and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.